The Disney Vibes Podcast, talking insider tips, tricks, and pixie dust. For the most magical place on Earth, here's Andrew and Heather.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Hey, there you go. You knew my music intro there. We are back. Welcome to Disney Vibes Podcast. This is episode number 31. And before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything, just want to say Disney Vibes brought to you by Magical Destinations Travel. Like us, our content, our show. Show your support by booking your next Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, ABD, Adventures by Disney Alani, Universal, other cruise lines, bookmdtravel.com. It costs you absolutely nothing, and you get the help of one of our fabulous agents, like Heather, my wife, right? She's doing all kinds of fun stuff. So, yeah, it's been a run. It's been a ride.
But we're here.
We are. And so before we get into our delay, and we apologize for that, you can download the Disney Vibes podcast wherever you get your podcast from. If you like the content, help us out by providing feedback and a rating as well. We greatly appreciate your support. I actually checked the Apple reviews yesterday just because I was, fooling around on things with uploading stuff, and I was like, we got like 6 or 7. So let's see if we can get the reviews up to let's set a goal 25.
Okay.
Or 20.
Well, it's all right. No, let's shoot for 25.
Shoot for the stars,
That's
right?
it.
Shoot for the stars.
So here's the deal. I'm going to throw a twist in. For anybody who leads a review, hit us up on one of our socials and let us know. And then we will put a pool of the people who did it. And we'll pull, I don't know, a gift card to...
Sure.
A little contest for you this morning as I'm drinking my coffee because it's 6:15 in the morning and I survive on coffee.
So the funny thing is she's telling you the time. However, this will not be published at 6:15, and we don't go live on YouTube yet, which we have a lot to talk about with that as well. A little housekeeping or mousekeeping, right? So don't spit your coffee out. There's a lot that's been going on with our lives, and the last time that we actually broadcast was the day before we left for our vacation, which was about mid-August. And then we did a mini one when we were waiting for a bus, talking about things, but very, very brief because it's much more challenging the go versus actually having all of our standard and normal equipment and setups and breakdowns, etc. So.
And 3 children to worry about. Make sure we're doing this right before we were getting on a bus. And it's like, all right, got to make sure you're on the right line. Make sure there's no one playing in the road for the buses to be able to come through.
Or where the alligators are. So, so that's pretty much the last time we were able to talk to all of you guys. And it's been busy with bookings.
Yes.
And we will elaborate on that a little bit. And then we just had some personal life stuff get in the way. Without going too deep, I lost my father, so that was a tough time. And, from there, just you guys know we're teachers, so it's been crazy with getting back into the realm of day-to-day with teaching stuff. And then we just have a lot of stuff going on with our kids with sports. Baseball's wrapping up and basketball starts, so there's not a lot of break in that regard. But you do it for your children. We love this. They love the podcast.
Oh my gosh. When are you going to record again?
Yeah.
They're yelling at us. So we're doing it for you.
That's it. And we're going to get back on a more regular routine. There is so much to talk about today, overall, in general. Things that have come out, things that are coming back, things that have changed. And we're going to give you all that information and not going to cram it into one episode because it's completely not possible. And then the D23 Expo happened, so we had that as well, in September. And just to give you like a recap of that kind of stuff. And again, we're excited in the sense that we got the audio, we now got video. You're going to be able to see it on both. I'm excited, and we're going to move right into that. So Heather, do you have a joke?
I have a joke.
See, you're prepared.
I'm proud of my joke. I like it.
Great.
Okay, here we go. What do you call Elsa when she's locked herself in her room for years?
Elsa, room for years. Something with cold, ice. I don't know.
isolated.
I
You're-
was
you're
so close. So
That was
close.
good. That was good.
All right, so you're wearing a hat this morning, but let's talk. So would you rather have curly hair like Princess Merida or have curly hair like Moana?
Moana.
Yeah,
Hold on. I can't picture Moana's hair
with Maui.
with Maui. Oh, gosh. They're like the same.
No,
Ugh, but you don't know hair. Like,
I don't. Look at see.
exactly. The
all
question should
straight.
be more like, do you want to have hair like Elsa, long, thick, blonde hair, and then
It's ice, it's
either
white.
whatever, or either one of the two. So,
This is two
so
different
can
colors.
I change this?
No, you can't.
Oh, come on.
It's not your would you rather. I don't crap on your
Not
jokes.
what you rather. Fine. I'll go with Moana's hair.
Okay,
She's more beachy vibe for me.
that'll work.
It does.
That'll work.
Okay.
So a lot of stories have come out through Disney travel news. The one thing that we can start to talk about, before we get into Genie Plus.
Oh my gosh, Genie Plus.
Yeah. Do you have? Let's talk about the deals. They just
Oh my gosh.
they
for
just
sure.
released a bunch of deals for Walt Disney World. It's not free dining. Don't get yourselves
No,
excited. It's not free dining at
no.
all. However, let's
Right.
talk about it. Go ahead.
So there's two deals that just came out, and I actually called Disney recently just to see if any of our existing reservations would qualify.
That's why you use an agent.
Exactly. But so in celebration of Disney Plus Day, Disney Plus subscribers have the opportunity to receive a discount when they go through certain time frames this holiday season. So it's only for, and I'm going to read like the
Yeah,
fine
read the
print
press
here.
release.
So Disney Plus subscribers can save up to 20% on rooms at select Disney resort hotels for most nights, December 13th through December 25th. You have to book online and get ready for a getaway. Great. So the main thing that I just want to point out is that you have to check in the window of when the promotion starts. So between the 11th of December to the 25th.
Okay.
So that's in order to qualify. Now, you get 20% at a list of resorts. So these are like your deluxe resorts. So you have Animal Kingdom Lodge, Boardwalk Inn, Colorado or Coronado Springs, Glen Floridian, Old Key West, Riviera, Saratoga Springs, and Yacht Club. 15% at the Art of Animation, Port Orleans, and Riverside and French Quarter. And then 10% at the cabins at Fort Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek Villas and Cabins, All-Star Music, All-Star Sports, All-Star Movies, and then Animal Kingdom Villas, and then Beach Club Resorts, Boardwalk Villas, Caribbean Beach, Contemporary, Pop Century, and Disney's Wilderness Lodge. So and this is for this year right now.
Yeah, this December.
Yeah.
The holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I want to say is it's interesting they have tiered. It's not really tiered by resorts.
I saw that after I said that, so I misspoke a little bit, but I think...
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just saying, so 20% at certain
It's-
moderate and deluxe, and then 15% at moderate value and deluxe level resorts, which is fine. It just tells me that some of the resorts are not as busy.
popular.
Right?
Yeah,
They're not as busy
yeah.
right now, so they're trying to up their room stays.
I thought it was interesting that Riviera is at the 20, but you're coupling that with Coronado Springs.
Coronado, right, which is the one of the moderate levels, the
Right.
convention center one.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you haven't booked you want to go during the holiday season, where are the dates again?
The
Sorry.
11th of December to the 25th.
So it's pretty much check out by the 25th or check in by Christmas.
No, so you have to check in through that window.
But you can stay beyond it.
Yeah, I mean, it would only you would get the discount for that one day, like if you check in.
Oh, it's not the whole
It's not
trip.
the whole. No.
So basically, that just says they're not busy the 2 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
it comes. They're struggling to fill their rooms the 2 weeks before Christmas, and that's it. I mean, there's no other way to put it. So anybody else who's going, let's say, for Christmas and the holiday season, New Year's, like those rooms are probably completely tapped out from Christmas through New Year's. Is what it comes down to, in my opinion. But
So to piggyback off of that that promotion, there's another one that goes into March. So this is where you could save $400 on a 4-night, 4-day Walt Disney World travel company room and ticket package.
oh, so it's combined tickets and package.
Right.
Got
So again, we have that window of December 11th through the 25th. And then most Sunday through Thursday nights, January 2nd through February 28th.
Again, right after the holiday. Okay.
And then March 1st through March 30th. So I thought that was interesting
Well, you want to know exactly why? I can tell you why as I drink my coffee.
because that's right before spring break.
So, yep, first they said, well, the winter recess for the northern schools will fall in that time frame in February. Some school districts have a midwinter recess in February. So that's where they're trying to amp up their stays there. And then the other component is through March 30th, spring break starts March 31st is that Friday. So spring recess for most schools across the country, either the week before or after, will be happening about that time because of the spring recess with how Passover and Easter and all those holidays fall during that time. So they obviously the capacity is not where they want it, so they're trying to offer these deals to entice people to come. And if you're interested, now's the time to call your agent to book. I don't know how much. The hard part is a lot of people who are going to Disney have children, and they have to fall within those certain time frames of when they can go, let's say,
Right.
for kids to be off. So, listen, they're giving some discounts. I wouldn't say I love them, but
Well, it's something. It gets you excited.
yeah, agreed. But I mean, Disney is getting back into the swing of things. Things are coming back. We're going to talk about it. At least there's something.
Right.
I don't know. The big question we always get is when's free dining coming back? When's the dining plan coming back? I don't think it is anymore. I think that ship has sailed. So, and speaking, great transition right there.
Oh my gosh.
Ship has sailed. You want to talk about Disney Cruise Line?
Yeah, so Disney Cruise, they have a Disney Plus subscription
This is a great
going
deal.
on.
This
All right,
is
hold
a
on.
great deal.
All right, so set, sail, and save third and fourth guests of Disney Plus subscribers sail free with two full fare guests during, let's see, it's for Disney Magic, Disney Dream, and Disney Fantasy. So
Right. So the Disney Wish is not included.
Right, so that's
So
the
just-
newer vessel
Right.
ship.
Vessel. But yeah.
Floating palace.
Yeah.
All right, so this offer is available from January 2023. Oh gosh, 2023 through April 2023 on stateroom categories A12 through 11C.
Right.
So
That's just basically your deck.
yeah,
And if you're going to be ocean view, interior, veranda, concierge, whichever. I mean, you decide what you want as far as the cruise level. And here's the thing I can say about Disney Cruise, and I can't wait to go again. And we can talk about how they've changed.
Yeah.
The health policies keep changing for all these cruise lines. We just got an update the other day where Carnival Cruise Line is not requiring anything anymore.
no testing.
15 days or less trips, I think, or maybe it's 14 days or
Oh,
less.
that's right. I did.
So there's no testing. They're not requiring vaccination. Nothing. So Carnival it's very close to normalcy. We are live on video. You don't have to take a video.
Well, I'm taking a reel to show what we're doing here.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, and then from there, Disney is not far. I don't want to say they're not far behind, but they have changed their requirements. And
Yes.
we could talk in depth about them, and we can give you more details for each cruise line. Heather, can you put that in the notes that for next time, let's go over Norwegian, Royal, Celebrity, Carnival, and Disney, and just like a summary, a quick hit summary, what's required
Yeah.
to take a cruise as far as vaccination status and testing requirements. Some still require PCRs, some don't, some are, rapids. So it's confusing. So if you're going on a cruise, make sure you talk to your agent or you are well versed in the information that you have to actually know before you go. There you go. Look at that. Know before you go. Right? But here's the thing with Disney Cruise Line. I'm going to be honest. that deal, you get 2 free. So typically it's going to be 2 children, which those rates are reduced based on their age. But that's a great deal. You're saving a minimum, depending upon the length of the cruise, $500 plus, which is a lot. And remember, the big thing with Disney Cruise, I get it. Trust us, we get it. It's not the theme park and the rides. It's a different level of entertainment. Some people, they feel like they're, confined on a cruise ship, but these things are massive in size if you've never been on one. They're really just like floating worlds. And then all your food and entertainment, it's all included. So it's just a different kind of thing, different kind of experience, but it's definitely something to check out. I don't know. You don't even have to get off the ship if you don't want. I mean, again, they're looking, as you look at that, plan that cruise, whether you're going to, the Eastern, Western Caribbean, if you're going to go, Baja, Mexico, if you're on the West Coast or up to Alaska, know the regulations for the country or the cities that you're going to be going and visiting as well.
Let's just put it this way. If you were to say, Heather, would you rather go to Disney World or on a cruise tomorrow? I go on a cruise.
Fair enough.
I would. I'm ready. For me, it's more relaxing. And don't get me wrong, I love all things Disney, but I am ready for some.
It's a different kind of relaxation.
Yeah.
So, all right. So as you're dealing with that, I mean, we wrapped up.
Well, that ship sailed now.
That ship has sailed now.
Okay.
So I do hear our automatic vacuum going off. Can you just go stop that, please?
Yeah, sure thing.
While I start to talk about the Disney Genie Plus service at Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort. So we've talked a lot about Disney Genie Plus service, and it continues to be extremely popular among guests. We know this for the sheer fact that they used to allow us to book it for clients, right? And we can no longer book it for clients. You now have to book it on the night of or the day of. So they saw the popularity of Disney Genie Plus, and they basically said, okay, let's, instead of booking it one time for your entire trip, your agent can add that. Now it's a daily thing that you would add Genie Plus in the My Disney Experience app. So because it's so popular, what do you think they did?
Cha-ching!
There you go. So as they continue to manage that strong demand they're seeing for the service, they're now introducing variable pricing for Disney Genie Plus, and that went into effect about 2 weeks ago. So Disneyland Resort, Disney Genie Plus is $25 per day when purchased in advance as an add-on with a new ticket or vacation package. Single-day purchases for Disney Genie Plus through the Disneyland app are going to begin at $25 per day, and it may vary by date based on demand. One thing, Web Slingers, the Spider-Man adventure at Disney's California Adventure Park, is now part of Disney Genie Plus, so you will have that as an added bonus. At Walt Disney World Resort, Disney Genie Plus will vary in price based on the date a guest is visiting. So similar to theme park tickets throughout the year, prices may be lower on less busy days and higher during peak periods like Thanksgiving and Christmas. For example, now through the end of this month, prices are $15 per guest, which is what it has been per day on less busy dates, and $22 on some of their busier dates, $22 per person per day.
Wait, 15 and then 22?
Depending upon when you're going, yes. And it could be in between. So it's a range. Plus tax, prices subject to change, but beyond October. So come November 1st, maybe we'll go up to 30. Who knows? But as a reminder,
say that.
Listen, it's just what they've been doing. What do you want me to say?
I know.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
So single day purchases of Disney Genie Plus are only available directly through the My Disney Experience app. So like you said, cha-ching. That's pretty much the way to wrap that story up. So check it. Again, your agents can't really help you with that because it is a per day basis. And so before we go on to our next news story of Here's What's Happening, I just want to say we did do Genie Plus. We had it for the entire duration of our trip. And we can recap. We had a great time, but I don't think Genie Plus is needed for every part.
Absolutely.
We were able to do, I do think it was beneficial in Hollywood Studios, and I think we've said this before on previous episodes, and Magic Kingdom, right? That's it.
Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, yes.
And really,
And maybe depending Epcot, but you have to, if you're doing like a half day or something. Well, that doesn't really even matter. I don't know. Just definitely those two. Animal Kingdom, no.
And if you're going for more than 4 days, most people typically go for a week. So if you're going to hit a park twice, you do Genie Plus one day.
Right.
In that park, and maybe not the next day. We're trying to figure out ways to help you save money, but the challenge is I don't think you need it now that the prices are going up. I mean, a family of 4, you're looking, let's just say it's at the highest rate, that's an extra $100 a day per trip, per day for your trip per person. Right. So you're looking at an extra $700 if you want a Genie Plus every day of your trip. Well, $600, 6 days in the parks, right? Let's say. It's a lot of money.
Indeed.
So, but it did, we definitely did timing with how quick we could get in. We rope dropped. So that is a great strategy, as we've mentioned before. We know the early morning hours are open for everybody who is staying on site at Disney World, on property. And, what's that? We got up at 6. I mean, I know you put it on the socials. We were out the door by like 6:20. We were the only ones on the boat from Wilderness Lodge to Magic Kingdom. And when we even got to Disney, like Main Street was open, right? Right. Main Street's open. So we went right in. You want to talk about great opportunities for pictures with very few people. The photographers didn't come out right away, but, we all have our phones. So
for our Disney people who know, who did we see? We said hi.
Oh, yeah, Tom Bricker from Disney Tourist Blog.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
Andrew was like, hey, Tom. It's like as if they knew one another.
He was running.
Yeah, he was.
He was running. He was taking shots, and then he was trying to do something else. So he was definitely running. So, hi, Tom. Big fan. We're a big fan of Tom's. Tom's a great guy. So, I was like, yo, there's Tom. It's like Tom from MySpace back in the day.
Oh, my God.
Right? But we weren't rushing to what most people were doing.
Right.
We had great shots of the castle. The sun was hitting it. It was perfect. And I think that was well worth it right there to get up early. And then we continued our day. So there's only 2 lands open right now. And in that regard, Fantasyland and, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting what's the other land that was open.
Frontier,
thank you.
Oh,
look at that. So we went. Everybody went to Seven Dwarf Mine Train.
Yes.
And the only thing I didn't like is I didn't want to go to Seven Dwarf Mine Train, and they still shoveled us this one way. And I was like, I really we were gonna hit like the backside of Fantasyland. So I was like, I want to go around to the right. Nope, security cast members wouldn't let us through. So that was kind of aggravating. Like they were just trying to fill their lines. Like I was like, but I'm not going to Seven Dwarf. I want to go that way.
Too bad.
So we ended up having to wait until the line had passed that point, and then we were able to walk through. So, but we got everything done in like two.
Like by 10 o'clock, we were like, all right.
Well, yeah, we had already finished Fantasyland with the exception of Seven Dwarf, right? And well, for what the kids wanted to go on, let's be honest, they didn't really want to go on Little Mermaid, and but we even went on Small World, but Peter Pan, we did Winnie the Pooh, right? We did all of those things. Did we do Haunted Mansion then? I don't remember.
No,
we didn't do Haunted Mansion that time.
Want to.
Yeah, they were like, whatever. So, and then we hit up Frontier, and we went on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad like 3 times.
We did.
Boom, just boom, ba boom. They just wanted to go on it again and again. So, and Splash Mountain, we had to go on it one final time.
I know.
We went on twice though, I think, back to back. Yeah, we went twice on that. So early morning, that's definitely the strategy we want to talk about. So the other thing though, excuse me, to piggyback to piggyback off of that is Disney has just announced that they are continuing throughout 2023 the extended evening hours, theme park hours that will be continued throughout all of 2023. So as they continue the celebration of the 50th anniversary, which we've been talking about for over a year now,
I know.
They did launch the extended evening theme park hours as a benefit for guests staying at deluxe level resorts and deluxe villa resorts, or possibly other select hotels, to have those few extra hours at select theme parks. So it typically was only at Magic Kingdom, and it was at Epcot, and we were able to. We could have gone to Epcot, but we didn't do it. and then we did do the Magic Kingdom one. But that will stay beyond the 50th anniversary celebration because that's going to be wrapping up in March, right? End of March, middle of March, around March. So basically, it's currently available at Magic Kingdom Park, Epcot, and now it's also added to Hollywood Studios. So they will have extended evening hours at 3 parks. Remember, the big strategy is the latest park that stays open the night before, you should go to that park early in the morning. The next day, right. So that will be staying on, so extended evening hours, which is 2 hours, and they do check your bands. So that's how they are policing it. You could stay in the park, but you can't go on the rides if you're not at a deluxe level resort, and that happened to us. Mm-hmm. We experienced Seven Dwarf Mine Train at like midnight.
Oh, my God. It was
fun.
It was fun. He says fun. I was exhausted. And I love the ride and everything. But at that point, you're just like, oh my gosh, because you're dealing with people, and then you're dealing with the cast members, and they're doing their job. But when you're tired, it's a little exhausting. Just like they're like, we need your band. I'm like, but I'm with them. They're like, I don't care. We still need to scan it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. They're doing what they need to do.
They do. I just need more coffee.
Yes, and that's the hard part is like Gaston's right near there. The tavern was shut. They were closed. Some of the things were still
closed. And they had the best
cinnamon bun runs.
Yes,
The problem is they're still, and this was, hopefully it's getting better, short-staffed, where it's something that they're still trying to deal with. So, but we again, be nice to the cast members. They're just doing their job. But I know, you're fine. You're fine. It's all good. All good. All right, so other good news. There are favorite restaurants reopening soon at Walt Disney World Resort. The exciting news is 3. Yes, 3 of them are getting updates in the coming weeks. And this was just a week ago this was announced. So Tusker House Restaurant at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. Kona Cafe, huge, very popular. Some people are saying you should go to Kona Cafe over Ohana because it's like a hidden gem.
Have we been there?
It's at Polynesian. No. And it's been shut down.
At Polynesian?
Yeah. It's at Polynesian Village Resort. And your favorite, Akersh House Royal Banquet Hall in Epcot in Norway will be reopening. Look at the face. I really need to we're going to have close-ups now. We're going to have close-ups. You don't know what camera to look at.
Makeup. No.
Anyways, these favorite foodie spots offer unique dining experiences and delicious cuisines that take everyone's taste buds to different cultures across the globe. Not to mention, guests may even find some of their favorite characters at 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
And so November 1st, Tusker House Restaurant will be transitioning to an all-you-care-to-enjoy buffet-style dining experience. It'll be back. That means guests can go and grab all the food they can handle. And what makes this spot nestled in the Harambee Marketplace so special is its menu filled with African-inspired flavors. And remember, that's where the characters are dressed in safari gear, right? Yep. There are plenty of dishes to keep the guests' eyes and taste buds on when this location go back to a buffet. From breakfast to dinner, they will be more than satisfied. So you can kickstart your morning there with zebra coffee cake and Simba waffles and, of course, Mickey waffles and everything else. So I'm not going to go through the whole menus. But over at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, the delicious Kona Cafe will soon be returning from its recent refurbishment. So November 1st, you can dine at that favorite restaurant with a new refreshed experience. It'll have American cuisine with that Asian flair that makes it so unique, and guests can still watch the chefs at work in the onstage sushi kitchen. We got to go there because Braden has a love for sushi now.
He does. Wait, so hold on. So we were just there. Where is the restaurant? Is it right next to Ohana where they're... Because remember?
Yeah, remember it was covered.
Like yeah.
It's right there.
Oh, look at that.
So, and the big thing that people also talk about is the Tunga toast. So you got to have Tunga toast and then pineapple macadamia nut pancakes. So
I can't have those.
I know you can.
But wait, what's the
You can
Tunga
have a
toast?
big kahuna burger. How about that? Or a seafood poo-poo platter.
I wish I could see where So just FYI, I'm having technical difficulties over here. I have no internet, so...
Okay.
But hold on. So explain the toast to me. What's on it? Is it like avocado toast?
Similar, yes.
Oh, sign me up.
So lastly, you can feast at Akersh House Royal Banquet Hall, which will open November 4th, and that's found in the Norway Pavilion at Epcot and gives guests a taste of Norwegian cuisine. So as soon as you get in, you have your reservation, then you could hit the Frozen ride right there. So you could try all of their different food. And of course, in the morning, they have the Storybook Dining with Disney Princesses. Best way, if you want to eat there, you can then see the princesses all in one.
All in one. So yeah, so I would rephrase that. If you want to do a character dining to get all the princesses out of the way.
Yeah, no waiting on
fast
pass.
You need to do that.
Genie Plus for the
I think we've
princess.
done it 3 times. I mean,
when Sophia was smaller, yes.
Yeah, when our children were smaller. And honestly, I think I cried because I was just so happy, and I felt as if I was one of the princesses. I was in the parade when they
come
did
to
at
the
the
table.
end, and they all come and they all hug and they used to.
Yeah.
But they would sign your autograph book. And some people, it was a family style type breakfast.
Right. It was a small buffet, continental wise, in the breakfast. But
some people loved it, hate it. I didn't mind it. I mean, I love breakfast food. But honestly, that is really, if you have children who would prefer to meet all the princesses, that is the best way to do it.
It's a time saver. It's what it comes down to. It's just a
Yeah.
time saver.
Yeah.
So, the only princesses that weren't there are Anna and Elsa.
Well, they're coming back though.
Well, correct, because it's in Norway. So
Right.
I would assume they. I don't want to assume they could be there, but they may not. So it depends. The rest of them, all the
OG
classic
princesses.
Right. So the rest of them are there. Obviously, Belle's a big character there, being so close to the France Pavilion. So definitely want to check those on your next visit. And the reservations for Disney's website for Disney Dining are now open for all of those restaurants.
Nice.
All right, we're running out of time.
We are.
Phantasmic returns to Hollywood Studios in November. We had heard rumblings of this, but the big thing is we've kind of been waiting and waiting. So it will be reopening in November. We don't have a hard date yet, but we will let you know as soon as we do. But again, another nighttime entertainment event. So that'll be great to kind of alleviate crowds with
It's at Hollywood,
Epcot.
right?
No, yes, yeah, it's at Hollywood Studios. So that will be another show that you can stay, in the theater there with the water and Mickey and everything. So Fantasmic was fun.
It's been a long time.
Since we've seen it,
Yeah.
and it's been a long time. So that is coming back. So another thing you could check out in addition to Enchantment. And then we will talk about fireworks at Epcot another day with Harmonious and everything, because things are changing. They're already changing their shows. So finally want to wrap up, and we can talk about this as well. Magic Band Plus debuts at Disneyland Resort. It just debuted 2 days ago, October 26th. So it's made its momentous West Coast debut. It's launched at Disneyland Resort. And the guests are now able to have that wearable technology to enhance their experience and unlock a new dimension of Disney storytelling at the happiest place on Earth. So, same idea, but it doesn't have the statues, right, to interact with. Color-changing LED lights, vibrations during the entertainment, so on and so forth. And it will, interact with World of Color and California Adventure, Fantasmic in Disneyland Park, and other select nighttime shows throughout the year. And it's going to interact with their 2 new recently announced nighttime spectaculars debuting on January 27th as part of Disney's 100 Years of Wonder anniversary. So it'll be World of Color 1 at California Adventure and Wondrous Journeys at Disneyland. So those are the 2 new shows celebrating 100 years. So,
Wow.
and then they'll still have, obviously, at Star Wars Galaxy Edge, they'll be able to use the virtual bounties, just like in Hollywood Studios in Florida. So, questions?
No, just that I don't know if we mentioned this, but Epcot is celebrating its
They celebrated it October 1st, happy 40th anniversary
40th
Epcot,
anniversary,
October 1st. Yep. And the hard part was you didn't hear a lot of fanfare of everything, unfortunately. That's exactly when Hurricane Ian came through.
Oh,
So it was very played down because of, obviously safety first. The one thing we did hear from clients down there, Disney was absolutely fantastic. They had to shut the parks down, but they were fantastic giving out food, character interactions as you were hunkered down in your hotels, experiences, movies. They did all kinds of stuff to try to make the vacations as most enjoyable as possible. The big thing is everybody was safe, and one of the safest places to be if you're in a hurricane, because Disney obviously does their infrastructure right. You don't lose power, you don't lose water, you don't lose anything electric, so you're all set in that regard. But it obviously takes a toll on your 2 days of vacation, so to speak, if you're not able to go to the park. So, as we wrap up, I know you were just saying that, but as we talk about Magic Band Plus, there is an added cost. The value, I don't think outlies the cost. Just get a regular Magic Band. So we bought ours, as we had mentioned, right? And we're gonna wrap it up this episode with this. They didn't get here in time, right, for our trip
before we left, right?
So. They were like, all right, well, we'll put them at the hotel. Fine. So, because we called Disney and fine, great. And then they weren't at our hotel. And then they sent them to our second stay of our hotel. So then it was like, So then they ended up sending them home. So we never got them. They did right, gave us a coupon or certificate. Here's 5, to buy 5 Magic Band Plus. So now we got 10. Right? And next episode we have them. I think they're right up there. Yeah. But so we have 10. Rechargeable ones. We made sure we got different designs than what we knew we had at home.
Which was tough for the kids to sit there and be like, well, but I really wanted that one. We said, I understand, but that's at home. But it's like a different one that you would like.
Right. So we have 10 now, right? Because we bought 5. Mm-hmm. And so it worked out. So we have them. I don't think they're not going to, I was just thinking they're not going to, Disneyland, Disney, and Disney World, they're probably not synchronous. You have to have one per park.
Oh,
I don't know,
no.
But I'm pretty sure I don't know.
Just
but
exclusive
anyways,
to each one.
Right. So I don't think it's necessary. The kids had fun with the statues and the sounds it would make, and it lit up, right? During the fireworks shows, and sure, it's cool and.
But it's another thing to worry about, by the way. You have to make sure you charge them
lost one,
every
and you
night.
got charged
We
them,
lost
right.
one. No, we found it.
Right.
But anyway, so if it's
I feel like
not
they come unsnapped easier.
Yeah.
Even with
it's
the
not a
protectors.
must-have. I mean, a Magic Band, yes, but Magic Band Plus,
And here's the thing with Magic Bands is the batteries are still going very well with them. So I would just, keep it at that. So, all right, let's wrap up episode number 31 because we're back. So the show notes will be underneath the blog section.
I am trying to work on them with
Great.
my sporadic internet. But
Beautiful.
anyways,
Get
you
'em
can
done.
check out our show notes by going to the blog section of our website at bookmdtravel.com. Come visit us over on our socials. So on Instagram, Magical Destinations Travel Co., Facebook, Magical Destinations Travel, Twitter, Magical Desk Trav, and YouTube. Make sure you follow.
Click the link.
Yep.
Yeah, what's our new one? I just totally forgot. I'm drawing a blank. What did we put it at?
I think you did.
At Disney Vibes.
At Disney
YouTube
Vibes. Yep.
/ right? YouTube.com/ at Disney Vibes.
At Disney Vibes. Yeah. Over there. I don't know if no, that's Magical Destination Travel.
That's the travel company.
It's all the same. So anyways, yes, come follow us. And I think we have to have a certain amount of subscribers to go live, right?
Go live automatically, yes. So
Yep.
right now we're recording, and we'll have to make sure we don't do it at 5:30 in the morning for people, right?
Oh
but
my gosh.
it's when we can get to it. So
Yeah.
we will be back on a more regular basis, weekly. Until next time, let the Disney vibes flow.
Find Disney Vibes for all your vacation needs on the web at bookmdtravel.com.